Hey guys, the Borderlands Twitter released the planetary profile for Athenas, the 5th playable planet in Borderlands 3, and it's also Maya's homeworld. We got a ton of new information, but before I get into that, make sure to follow me on Twitter at Hayder, and let's get right into it. Let's start with the video directly from the Borderlands Twitter and play it in full, then we'll go into breaking it down and go into some of the speculation and ideas I have. So let's play that. So the clip starts with a space view of the planet. We can see the space around the planet is purple, and the planet's almost a light blue color and matches the font of Athenas itself. Its opening scenes just shows what we have seen before of the architecture and buildings. The next shot, we get our first look at the order of the impending storm, which we got mention of in Borderlands 2 with Maya's backstory, and these were the monks who raised Maya and used her for her powers early on. Then they show off a major pyramid in the background of all the shots of Athenas, which they then confirmed had been built by an ancient race. This is who we assume to be the Eridians, and it looks like it will be a big part of the story on Athenas. We haven't seen structures in Borderlands so far that have been built by the Eridians except for vaults, but nothing like this, not an actual structure, a building that they went in. But if they did build this pyramid, this is most likely where the monks first got the information about sirens from, and why Maya has returned to Athenas to learn more about sirens and start training her apprentice and figure out the mysteries of whatever this pyramid is. Then it cuts to another shot which looks like it's inside this structure, the giant pyramid. Now we see this statue, which I would say is most likely a siren, and I would say that's a safe assumption that this is a woman and a siren based on the clothing and location. Now as to what she's holding, they look like vault keys. I know that some of you are probably already saying that the one on the right looks like a vault key, but the one on the left doesn't. But actually, thanks to friend of the channel Mental Mars, who attended a Borderlands 3 event in the UK, we can see that Borderlands 3 will be featuring different shaped vault keys. Not only the cone vault key that we've had up to this point, but he also got pictures of a hollow vault key, which is more of a cylinder shape, and a pyramid shaped vault key. And if I were a betting man, I would say the pyramid vault key most likely opens a vault somewhere within the pyramid on Athenas. And it's also a little hard to see, but the red light in the center that's flashing does look like an Eridian symbol. I've mentioned this before, that the Eridians did get a redesign going from the past Borderlands games to this one, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a higher quality look, or if just when the game comes out that is an actual Eridian symbol. The closing shots of this trailer say that Maliwan has invaded Athenas and it's our job to protect the planet. In one of the official images released, we can see during the Maliwan takeover, they have set up their structures and barriers so that the Vault Hunters will be fighting their way towards the pyramid, which definitely makes sense, and it definitely seems like it will be the most important place on Athenas. Maliwan isn't setting up their barriers away from the pyramid. I think they'll have taken it over by the time we get there, and then we have to fight our way in there. Then once we get in, there'll be all the story there with Eridians and aliens and just more Siren lore. On top of that, we also got an updated description on the website which reads, quote, "A misty, tranquil planet that has recently attracted the wrong kind of attention. Athenas is mostly uninhabited, saved for a sect of monks known as the Order of the Impending Storm, who have made their home in the high peaks of the mountains. What secrets do they guard here? Inside ancient walls that were built long before humans set foot on Athenas." And the 3 locations on the map are Stormhaven Square, the Anchor Hold, and Ditto's Remorse. We also got images that go along with that, but there are 2 or 3 more things I want to mention first. Number 1 is the idea of siren trackers returning, and getting some answers on how sirens are able to be tracked. So this idea actually came from friend of the channel Cruddy Borderlands Theories, who pointed out that in the Sir Hammerlock Son of Cromerax DLC, the assassin that was sent after Maya was Mordo Sophis. He was the father of Stephen Sophis, the man who Maya killed on Athenas before she left the planet. And it was never expanded on how these monks were able to track sirens and if they know information that we don't. We've always made assumptions that they know more and that they really are mysterious, don't really explain themselves, but siren tracking seems like a very, very important skill that a lot of people in this universe would like to know. It also might tie into how they were first able to find Maya as a child, and now how they were able to find Ava, the mysterious girl who is Maya's siren apprentice. Number 2, if the book we have seen Maya try to give Ava and all the early marketing of this game will have something to do with the order on Athenas, or even if this is something she found in the temple itself. On top of getting Maya in 2 different pieces of marketing already giving Ava the book, we also got an image of a skeleton with a hand on what looks like the exact same book with the vault symbol on the front. Now what I think is this possibly could be a previous siren who maybe had to go into the pyramid as some sort of siren initiation, but did not make it back out, which is why Maya is now passing the book on to Ava, who will also now have to go through some sort of dangerous initiation to really become a full siren and test what they're capable of. There's a little bit more speculation that goes along with that, and that this pyramid might actually lead very, very deep underground, where we will eventually fight the Rampager. And it also is assumed that this is where the fire skulls come down from in another released image. So this is a very distinct image in these 2 pictures because of the window openings, and the windows themselves look like they open up into caverns, which we know Eridians have used in the past games. In Borderlands 1, a lot of Eridian caves, we would take an elevator down to caverns, get an artifact, leave, and this looks no different, that the pyramid is just the top of the structure. We'll work our way down to some bigger opening where we'll actually get some more information and possibly see some more guardians. It also could explain that we'll be following Maya and Ava down through this Eridian maze or caverns, and these images are just screenshots from that there will be traps, there will be enemies, and there will be things for us to fight to try to find out what's truly at the center of this. But that's where I'm going to close out this video. I will show the official images that were released for Athenas. Honestly, there's so much more we could go into this. This definitely seems like the most interesting planet Gearbox has showed off so far. Not only because we'll be getting more answers about sirens, but also because we'll be getting more answers about Eridians, the pyramid, different vault keys. It seems like where a lot of the ideas from the game are going to tie together, and they're just going to broaden out the series and finally answer some of these questions we've all been asking. But make sure to like and share this video, subscribe for daily Borderlands news, and I will see you guys in the next one.
This isn't Pandora or Promethea or Eden 6. This is Athenas. And we'll talk more about Athenas later, but I thought this is the perfect environment to talk about some of the great features possible with Borderlands 3 through our collaboration.